Sometimes they call me Lucifer. Talk about you do this and
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. We go from Las Vegas. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Right away, here's Garoppolo to throw it. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
Omaha.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
11.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Garoppolo now. And his throw here is incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
21. Here we go. Stay hot.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flush to his right. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gibson here running out of the gun. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And he rifles one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
Howell throwing on third down here. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
11. 21. Hey, alert! Hey, hunt!
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Looking deep for Adams. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't work it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
12, fellas, here we go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
12, fellas, here we go.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Complete here to the right to Bolden. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Got an open man, Keelan Cole. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Commanders territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Bolden. Emmanuel Forbes up from the secondary to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
11, 11. 11, 11.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. He lets it go deep for Mayer. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
21, 21. Stay hot.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Yeah, that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
65, 65. White. 6.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Wiggles free. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Sixty-five.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save?
Yes.
That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go, here we go, here
So
we go.
they're going to come to the line here, and it appears
21,
trying to go
21.
for it on fourth.
21, 21. Here we go. Stay hot.
Now Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second down, Howell back to pass. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Here's Howell. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes I think cornerbacks can benefit from the fact that quarterbacks might just forget about the idea that they might be near the line of scrimmage. How about the anticipation there, sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield?
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That's Samuel, caught left side, and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
First down, how to throw. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Second down throw for Howell. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, Howell loses it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Third and long, here's Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
Well, I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
On the return, Carter. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
13.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. What was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
Well, Hal's going to mix it up here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll make the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Howell. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Flushed out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Finding room at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Once more, Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 29 yards. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
This is 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here we go.
3rd down and 1.
21.
Garoppolo again. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. 2nd down. Howell now.
Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Max Crosby able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Back to throw. Howell.
Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
They'll go play action. Howell. Able to connect with Dotson.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the Commanders' 1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got
Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Joey Slye to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
On second down, Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 43-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And this offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Al down to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just with silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo now.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A gain of 9.
Here we go.
3rd and 3.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win the...
Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On first down, Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis.